This is what you do when you don't ever drink. This is what you do when you don't have kids. This is what you do when you don't have friends.
You kind of look like a member of the Volturi.
I know, I'm way too pale. I like put on some foundation to cover up my acne, but it's not my shade right now. Hey party people, welcome to another weird little video. Hello, Luke.
I'm so excited for this video. It was a good one.
Tell him about it.
Well, first of all, this video is sponsored by Atlantis. I just want to get that out of the way. Where's my water?
Hey party people, welcome to another weird little video. Thank you so much for clicking. Thank you so much for subscribing if you do. If you don't,
you'll be sorry. But that's the line,
no,
right?
it's not. It was a good movie. It was a good Mary-Kate and Ashley movie.
Yeah, that was a lot better.
Yeah.
This one was good. I liked the Bahamas vibe.
Yeah.
Everybody was really weird. The dad was hilarious.
Great dad.
A dad is back. Like a great dad.
We have a good dad.
It was great. Yeah. Maybe that's why we liked it so much. It was like, oh, a father that like.
Oh, is that the reason?
I don't know. It harkened back kind of to the old days, you know. Yeah. It was nostalgic, you know.
Those early dads.
Oh, they were. Oh, looking back, I took them for granted. The early dads.
Yeah, 100%.
So Mary-Kate and Ashley's back.
Yeah.
It's straight up back.
Yeah. They really, really, really took a hit with Our Lips Are Sealed, but Holiday in the Sun, I'm gonna say, in Mary-Kate and Ashley terms, that movie was a 9.
I would totally agree.
Yeah.
I would totally agree. It was the best out of the non-theatrical release films thus far.
Thus far, yeah. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's try to describe the backstory of this movie. But I mean, first and foremost, which we've already touched on, is this movie is an ad for Atlantis, this resort in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Luxury resort in the Bahamas, which I'm actually going to look up right now if it still exists.
Oh, yeah, it still exists. What, do you think they tore that thing down?
Sure.
No way. How much should we go? How much is it?
Are we gonna go?
Oh, they got us. 10 years later, it's still working. We're going to Atlantis, man. I'm gonna go feed the stingrays.
It says rates from $179 per night, and when you book 4 consecutive nights, they give you an additional night for free.
No way. Does that include flight?
No. How much are we talking?
Let's do the $200 a night.
Yeah, let's do the Royal at Atlantis. Iconic at the heart of Atlantis.
For the whole week, about $1,300. Does that like include food and everything?
Well, no. So there's a casual dining meal plan for $863. Oh no. They abuse water creatures at Atlantis. Rise and shine with dolphins, kayak with dolphins, discover dolphins. I wonder what kind of drugs they got these dolphins on. Anyway, guys, today we sat down and we watched Holiday in the Sun. First and foremost, this movie is an ad for the Atlantis the Atlantis resort in the Bahamas. This is an ad. Like, all throughout you're like, is this a commercial? Is this a commercial? And like the way that they first name dropped it at the beginning, I was a little bit like, was this resort like already like famous at that time? Or was it made a big deal by this movie?
Well, I don't know about that. But they were at the beginning like, the Bahamas.
I remember watching this movie when I was a kid and being like, I would love to go to this place. And it's funny, like, your kid brain, I was like, I will never go to a place like this in my life. Which, being married to you is probably true, because Luke would hate.
No, I would never
He would never.
Sounds awful.
Hanging out on a beach? Never.
No.
Sitting out in a chair? Never. Swimming? Period? Never. So... it's not going to happen.
I think a lot of
for
people
me.
are with me.
My friends, if any of you want to include me in your resort vacations, I'll come.
Oh my god, look at you, vampire lady.
I'm sorry, okay? This is because I'm married to you. If I were married to somebody else, I would have a tan.
Look at me! Look how much I've been out in the sun.
Yeah, because you lay out on people's roofs when you're supposed to be installing their air conditioners.
Don't tell them what I do. Don't tell them that shit.
I'm not that pale. It gets more pale than this, right?
We are going to talk about the movie.
So immediately in this movie, you're like, oh, this is definitely an ad for this place. And then they're like, oh, and one more thing. Here's some Krispy Kreme donuts. And it's like Krispy Kreme donuts, which...
There was a lot of that. There was American Express.
Yes, there was an American Express moment.
I'm sure there was other stuff we missed, but it was definitely a big ad.
Yeah.
But it was a good ad.
Yeah.
I mean, you just saw us look up. We almost bought tickets to Atlantis.
I was like 2 steps away from booking a 7-day trip. Okay.
That sounds so miserable.
That sounds incredible. I would love that. I mean, I would way rather go a million other places, but like, I'll take it. I will take Atlantis.
If I get to have an adventure like Mary-Kate and Ashley did, I would go to Atlantis.
It's so funny how these girls, like, they show up in these new places and immediately just snag boys. Which is kind of how it is when you're, like, a really young teenage girl. Like, because you can just be like, boy, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, uh-huh. So there's, like, smart boy, dumb boy, and, like, emo boy? Moody boy?
The fish boy?
Fish boy, yeah.
Yeah, fish boy. He works with fish.
So there's dumb boy, smart boy, fish boy.
Yeah.
And they're just having a lot of fun gallivanting around. At one point, I got a little bit tired of the plot line when they like discovered ancient Bahamian artifacts and like got picked up by the police. It got a little bit dark for a minute, which was fun, but at the same time a little bit like, come on. Where's the Weezer?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what happened at that point.
I blacked out.
I totally checked out at that point. Up until I paid attention up until the last 20 minutes of the movie.
The parents did a great job in this movie. It was such a refresher after the last movie, which I will not name, where the parents were just like not even real people. They were just like clown actors. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it was nice to have like actual charming people play their parents, and like the dad was kind of a hoot, just kind of a dad. Oh, Megan Fox plays a prominent role in this movie. A very young
Megan Fox. It was interesting. We are watching the movies out of order now. At the end, they're like, "We've been to London," and we're like, "What? When were they in London?" Vampire girl right here got it wrong.
Yeah, listen, I don't know how months work and years and time. I laid it all out, and I thought I had all the movies in the right order, but I mixed up Holiday in the Sun and Winning London. Winning London technically should have been the next movie. I'm sorry. I hope you guys can forgive me.
Yeah, like I'm throwing off my game now.
Holiday in the Sun came out in November of 2001. Winning London came out in March of the same year. Yeah, I know.
Just pumping those movies out.
Yeah.
It's at a crazy rate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that movie. I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
At Mary-Kate and Ashley terms.
And you know what else I'm going to do with that movie? I'm going to listen to that soundtrack again.
Oh yeah, there was a good song. Well, let's pump the brakes on that. Actually, no, it was a good song. It was, well,
I thought it was beautiful.
I'd have to listen to it again.
I wish I could remember it. I did find myself knowing all the words. Ooh, one unfortunate thing I noticed pretty early on. We've got some really bad, chunky highlights in this movie. I'm sure this one didn't notice, but ooh, woof. This is important.
I don't know. I thought it looked fine.
I am genuinely a little bit concerned about what we're gonna do when all of this mess is over with. Like, I think that I'm gonna try to, like, keep watching Mary-Kate and Ashley content.
No! No.
Like, I'm gonna rewatch Billboard Dad every day for a year or something.
Oh my god.
You know?
What if this whole channel was just watching Mary-Kate and Ashley films over and over and over and over again. People would be like, stop it.
I would hope that no one would watch that, but there's probably an audience for that. What's the food item?
Fish.
Well, you guys, oh gosh, I feel like there should be more to say about this film. Like, really, at the end of the day, in this movie, they went to a resort in the Bahamas, and there was some comic relief, there was some romance, there were some tunes, there was some fashion. And it was a Mary-Kate and Ashley movie, and it was a 9. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Zooming through the sky. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really can't say it enough. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I think that you all should watch it. Not just the Mary-Kate and Ashley stans.
Yeah. Go to iTunes and pay $15.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention that.
This movie and watch it.
We had to spend $15 again on another Mary-Kate and Ashley movie. And I looked ahead, and that was going to be the case for every other movie up until New York Minute. So, being the very smart little vampire I am, I went on Amazon Prime, and I found all the other movies on DVD from thrift stores all over the country. And they're on their way. They'll be here shortly.
They're scratched up and everything. They are going to
Hopefully. Play. Okay, you guys. We got to wrap this one up. It's getting pretty late. I have no concept of what time it is. It could be midnight. It could be 8 o'clock.
It feels like midnight. We should watch every
Nicolas Cage movie. Oof. Nicholas that would take 100 years.
I would have no problem doing that. I would have no problem. That would be so much better. That would be so much better than Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Promise.
Yeah. Those movies are hilarious and great. And so cheesy and fantastic.
I'm gonna cry. This is why we got married.
There's a lot of them, too.
Yeah, buddy! Woo!
A lot of them I haven't seen.
We have been talking for the past couple of days about what we're gonna do after Mary-Kate and Ashley. And now we know what it is. Thank you so much, Luke. You're my inspiration.
I don't know what I've done. It's probably another 6 months of just like... It's better. It's better.
That means we're going to have to watch Nights in Rodanthe with Richard Gere. We're going to watch A Walk to Remember with Mandy Moore.
Darn it. Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it! Okay, you guys. I have to end this movie. I have to end this video immediately. We need to call it quits. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for clicking. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for being my friend. We love you. I would do anything for you. Luke would do anything to not have to watch another Mary-Kate and Ashley movie. I think at this point it's safe to say he would do a lot to be able to just skip right to the Nicholas Sparks films. But
that says something.
It really does. But moral of the story is this video's over. And I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time with another weird little video.
Yeah, I will see you guys next time.
Follow us on all the social medias. We don't post a lot, but we post a lot on our Instagram stories, and I am also on Twitter. Don't interrupt me.
You hurt me.
Follow me on Twitter. Goodbye.